All right, thanks for joining us again. We are sitting here at the Lightning Step Couch here at Global Exchange. My name is Benjamin Turner. I'm a behavioral health advocate. Sitting next to me is John Egan, the
Hello.
Director of Business Development for Futures Recovery Healthcare in Tequesta, Florida. John, thanks for joining us today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Bless
can you tell us a little bit about Futures Recovery, what they offer, and what your role is in the organization?
Sure. Yeah. Futures Recovery Healthcare is, we've been around for 11 years. We believe in multiple pathways to wellness. Within Futures, we have 5 separately staffed programs.
Okay.
Patients do not commingle between programs except for our heroes, just because a police officer and a firefighter are also civilians. So we do integrate them with our one of our programs. And it's on a sprawling 10-acre campus. We treat residential level. We can fully stabilize or detox as well. And then we also have a separate primary mental health program within the campus.
Great, great, sounds great. And as the Director of Business Development, what role do you primarily play, or where do you see that you provide the most value within your organization?
Sure. So my background is I was a primary therapist for the first 11 years in the industry. I joke around and say I came over to the dark side of business 4.5 years ago, and I just recently
Awesome.
promoted to the director position.
Yep.
My job is basically to clinically vet all the programs that we refer to after us. We really only focus on that high level residential level. So we need to use preferred partnerships for that lower level PHP, IOP, outpatient,
Yeah,
whatever's clinically appropriate for the patient.
makes a lot of sense. I appreciate that. Why do you love what you do?
I'm in a long-term recovery myself. I got sober in '07. That's where my passion comes
Okay.
from. However, when I went back to school, there's multiple ways to look at the illness.
Yep.
So how I got sober doesn't mean that's how everybody else might get well. So I have to remember that there's multiple pathways, and that's why I chose Futures to work with.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We appreciate the work you're doing. I want to ask you one pointed question. Can you tell me a little bit about treating primary mental health disorders within behavioral health?
Yeah, and so when I speak, I hope I come off with respect for my industry partners. Throughout the behavioral healthcare industry, there's been buzzwords throughout
Yeah.
the industry. It used to be everyone had a Christian track, then everybody was treating trauma. One of the new buzzwords is we now treat mental health. And a lot of these facilities have always treated co-occurring mental health. But just because they can bill for primary mental health doesn't mean that maybe they should treat primary mental health
Okay.
if they don't have the clinical programming specialized for that. Patients that have no SUD history or a SUD in remission maybe shouldn't be at a dual facility.
Okay.
Commingling with patients that are trying to get well in their substance use. Patients with schizophrenia don't really have much in common with somebody with a substance use disorder other than they're looking to get well. And so one of the trends is a lot of facilities have found out how to bill for mental health. And now they're claiming they treat primary mental health, but in all actuality, they're still
Yeah.
just treating a dual patient. And I think there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of harm being done.
Okay. Awesome. Well, John, I appreciate you giving the insight into your business and telling us a little bit more about why you're here and what you're doing. Again, we've got John Egan with us, Futures Recovery Healthcare out of Tequesta, Florida, Director of Business Development. John, appreciate your time on the couch.
Appreciate it. God bless you.
All right.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Thank you for your time.